Hey, what up, y'all? It's Mike D again here from the Under the Headset studio. Man, I've got a good one for you today. This is a guy that I've been looking forward to getting in here for a while. He's actually a player in the Chandler Unified School District here, a guy that's had a tremendous amount of success over, I guess his 3 years playing on Friday nights. And he's got a cool story, a heck of a kid. Had a chance to be around him quite a bit and have really enjoyed being around him and spending some time with him. And so we're going to talk a little bit about his journey, kind of how he got where he's at, what the future looks like for him, what he enjoys most about high school football, and just learn some really cool stuff. So I'm excited to bring him to you. Gosh dang, he's a first first team All-State linebacker, 3-star linebacker by 24/7 Sports. He's been the Premier Region Defensive Player of the Year, the Chandler Unified School District Defensive Player of the Year, 12 News Sports, all Friday Night Fever team, first team linebacker with AZ Central, 5A, 6A, leader in tackles. And he came out this year as a Fiesta Bowl preseason All-State linebacker as well. And so pretty excited to get him on. Without further ado, let's get right after it. Gentleman I'm speaking with today is Eli Cramer-Cronin. All right, YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Under the Headset with Coach Mike D. I've got a special guest with me here today that I've been excited to talk to and trying to get into the studio here for an extended period of time. He was nice enough to come and hang out with us a little bit on a Sunday. And so we're going to learn a little bit more about him, about his journey, where he's at, where he's going, and how things are going currently this season with his team, the Basher Bears. And so gentleman I've got with me today is a 3-star linebacker by 24/7 Sports. He's a first-team All-State linebacker, Premier Region, and Chandler Unified School District Defensive Player of the Year. He was named as a 12 News Sports All Friday Night Fever team player, as well as an AZ Central first-team linebacker. Led the 5A division and the 6A division in tackles, and was also this year brought out as a Fiesta Bowl preseason All-State linebacker. And so, long list of accolades. Great young man, great football player. I'm happy to have him here with us today, Mr. Eli Cramer. How you doing today, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm hanging in there. Thanks for coming. I know it's Sunday. You probably have plenty of other things to do, probably some football games to watch, but you were nice enough to take some time and come hang out, man. So
yeah, thank you for having me.
Again, I appreciate it. Let's kind of take it back to the beginning. I mean, where were you born? Where'd you grow up? Let's talk a little bit about siblings, parents, and that kind of thing.
I'm born and raised here, Queen Creek, Arizona. I moved back and forth from my mom's and dad's, so Chandler, Queen Creek area.
Okay.
I got three half siblings and 2 step siblings, so pretty big family.
Okay.
Blended family.
Good. All right. And so went to elementary school, obviously out this way somewhere. Junior high as well. Where'd you go to junior high? Payne. Yeah. Okay. And was, from what I understand, I think I've heard from others, and you shared a little bit with me, it sounds like football may not have been your first sport. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What other sports did you play?
Yeah, I grew up playing baseball first, and then I started playing baseball and football. So I would do the whole switch kind of deal, and then I quit. I didn't quit football, but I stopped playing football for a little bit, and then kind of focused on baseball, and then switched that, and then quit baseball and focused on football.
Okay, so you switched a couple different times. You dropped the one and realized how much you missed it, so then you flip back and then get going on that one. Like, oh shoot, I want the other one too, right?
Yeah.
That's a tough nut to crack. I mean, I couldn't imagine trying to be a 2-sport guy. I know a lot of our guys run track, and I mean that becomes year round. I mean, football, as we already know, we start in February with the youth camps in March. spring ball, summer, and of course the fall through the season. That takes us all the way into December, and then shoot, February comes around 2 months later, and we're back at it. So mixing another sport in there, I'm sure, is difficult.
It was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, hard on the body, hard on the mind.
Yes.
Plus, then you also have to be a student. You have to be a son. You have to be a brother. I mean, it's a big demand, I know, and it can take a lot out of you guys with what's required, right? Especially to play at a high level. I mean, if you want to just kind of get through it, okay, cool. But you're obviously not that kind of guy, and that list of accolades that we read off there proves just that, right? Mm-hmm. So, how did you first get into football? I mean, you start into the baseball world. You're kind of figuring that out, probably doing pretty well, learning a little bit. How did football get introduced, and how did you get into it?
Well, I mean, just like any kid, I just played all sports, just figured out what I liked, and obviously I like the physical aspect of football.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I started baseball because my dad was kind of been my coach and like my mentor for my whole life, and yeah, I played everything when I was little, so I tried to at least.
Just wanted to be outside playing something.
Yeah.
Better than watching TV or playing PS5 or whatever it is. Yeah, I understand that. We talked about you playing some baseball. You mentioned your dad. I have every reason to believe that he's probably been a pretty big influence in your life and will continue to be, that person or fill that role for you. Tell us a little bit more about that relationship. I mean, it's extremely important. Obviously, we're learning with today's culture and the way that things are. This world needs good young men. You know what I mean? And so you've become that. I've had a chance to kind of see how you move, how you respond, how you react, and what you do. And it's very impressive. And I'm assuming you've got your dad to thank for that. But tell me a little bit more about that relationship.
He's probably my closest. Like, he's my go-to guy. Like, if I ever need help with anything, he's always going to help me and stuff. And he's always been like a coach and mentor through everything. And baseball, I've learned a lot of like the mental side of things, because that's a huge mental game, as any sport is really. But I've just like been able to grow my mental game more from baseball and also playing football as well. And he's my guy.
That's cool. It's good to hear that, with so many strained and fractured relationships and things going on in the world. Obviously, we don't want to get into that. It doesn't really matter. That's not what we're here to do. But when you hear that, I find it extremely refreshing to know that, you've built that connection and maintained it. And you've always kind of got that dude that no matter what's going on, you're willing and able to bring things up and get guidance and advice and suggestions and things like that, because we all need those guys, man. Us little guys got to stick together, and it doesn't matter, what the connection is. I've got a group of guys that I hang out with all the time that, there's days when I'm just not feeling it, man. And we kind of either need a swift kick in the tail. We need to be, would never say coddle, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes, man, we just need to, and there's nothing wrong with that, experiencing those things. It takes more of a man, I think, to mention or to simply say, hey, look, man, I'm having some trouble right here. I need a little bit of help. You know what I mean? Each one teach one. And if we'll all take that same advice, I'm sure you'll do the same for yours as you get older and start a family. And that will be great to pass that on. So if you weren't playing football, and I'm going to make it even harder and take baseball out of the way. If you weren't playing football, you'd say, oh, I'll be playing baseball. Now we're taking that out too. What else would you be doing? I mean, do you have any other aspirations or things that you enjoy that would occupy your time?
I don't think I even would be playing baseball, to be honest. I mean,
really?
It's kind of like behind me now. I'm glad, but as I was telling you earlier, I've been working with horses for a while, so probably do something along the lines of that. Maybe some rodeo or something like that.
Okay.
I'd probably get into rodeo or something like that.
Nice.
Something with more adrenaline.
Yeah, dude. Bull riding, perhaps?
I'd be like a bronc rider, I feel like.
There you go. Yeah, that'd work. That would work. You like the horses much better than the cattle. That's understandable. You'd probably fit right in, man. I mean, you got the look, you got the body, you got the muscles. I mean, you got everything a guy would need, you know what I mean, to be successful. And talking about the mental aspect of things, I mean, you got to be tough. We know that to ride a bull or to ride a bronc, but you also can't be dumb either. You know what I mean? And so there's a lot that goes on into that dance that they're having with that animal. So that's cool. Tell everybody out there what position you play and what you love about that position.
I play linebacker. I love being physical and being able to hurt people, to be honest with you.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that true.
Part of the reason baseball is not really my thing anymore is I couldn't stand messing up and not being able to do anything about it. You just got to deal with it in the dugout.
Right. Right.
Football,
You're
you
like,
go
"Oh."
knock someone's head off the next play. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Physicality is a big part of your game.
Yes, sir.
And that's crucial. I mean, obviously, being a middle linebacker, you're responsible for, run plugging. You got to get back in coverage. You got a lot of things that you're responsible for, setting the defense, getting the calls in, all those kinds of things. But man, there's no substitute for being physical, and not everybody wants to be physical, and not everybody can be as physical as long as others, right? And who can go the hardest, the longest, are usually the teams that are successful and that win. And your motor is just unreal. You know what I mean? When that thing gets flipped on and you step inside the white lines, it's like everything you're saying is true, and you can see it, right? It exudes in your game, and it's really cool to watch because it's done in a respectful way. It's done in classy. I don't know if that's the right word to use when we're talking about football, playing linebacker, but it's always done in a manner that's never egregious or meant to hurt someone. It's just good, hard, physical football, like an old school throwback linebacker type of mentality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's cool for us old heads, to see because you're not a diva, you're not a hands up guy, and not a woe is me or hey check. You know what I mean? I just love it. You show up, you work, man, and you've got that blue collar mentality. And so I think that's something that, in football and in life, is going to just allow for a trajectory that continues to go straight up, man, and create a lot of success. So let's talk a little bit about your game day routine. It's Friday morning, game tonight. What's that look like for you?
I try to do a lot of mental visualization. I've started to get better with that, I think.
Okay.
Obviously body preparation, stretching, and I do cold plunges and stuff like that at my friend's house. I just try to make sure because if my body is feeling the best it can, then my mental side will feel as good as it possibly can too. I try to take care of my body first and then go to my mental. But yeah, a lot of visualization. Obviously, you're not going to play 100% any game. You're always going to have some bumps and bruises. But yeah, I try to just stretch a lot. I try to just clear my mind mainly, because if I have too much going on with my mind, I won't be there. I try to just focus on doing just my job. And once I can do that, we can go from there.
Eliminating distractions.
Yeah.
Freeing up all that capacity, right? So that you can just take it all in and be right there kind of in that moment. Yeah, that's awesome. It's cool because not everyone takes that approach. And I think the ones that do have both sides of the sword sharp, right? Physically, obviously, we know that you're not missing any workouts and you're in great shape. But spending the time and doing the right things, or being proactive, I guess, with trying to keep the mental aspect of it a key part of it, right? That's awesome, man. It's cool to know that you take that into consideration and utilize it, because it matters, dude.
Yes,
smart football players are the best ones out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you working on to improve in your game? Where's an area where you feel like, yeah, I'm sure you do a little self-assessment. You're not the braggadocious type to say, oh, I'm good, but where do you feel like you might be able to improve a little bit to elevate your play just a little bit more?
I've been trying to focus on explosive plays. Obviously, we have a defense full of dogs, so it's kind of hard to stand out like that, which is a good thing though. We're killing teams because of that. But taking good angles, diving when I need to, knowing when I need to just stand the guy up rather than dive, open field tackling, stuff like that, dropping into my zone when there's a deep curl, I need to get further out, stuff like that. It's obviously helped having NFL guys teach me, the ropes, Briggs and Coach Johnson too. But yeah, just focus on explosive plays, really.
That helps a lot. There's always something that you can get better at. Like I tell our group, whiteout groups, we can never block too good.
Yeah.
You can never hustle too much. You know what I mean? There's always areas and parts and places where you can kind of, sharpen that tool to be a little bit better. Weekly training schedule. probably lifting at school? Are you doing anything else outside of what's being offered at the school?
Well, in season, not really, because I'm not trying to get injured or anything like that. So I'm just like trying to maintain throughout season. Kama's pretty good at that, so I just follow his routine in season. But out of season, I mean, if we work out and I feel like it wasn't as good of a workout as I wanted, I'll go train at my house or something like that. I have a building in my backyard that I work out at.
Oh, nice.
I don't train at like Ape or anything like that yet, so I just kind of stay underground, low key.
Kind of like the old Rocky movie where
Yeah.
he's just out back.
And that's really what it's like. I mean, we don't have fancy
Love it.
stuff like that. We got a squat rack and a bench.
Does the job.
Yeah,
I mean, it's working. You can tell you're not missing any workouts, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. How do you stay motivated during the off season?
Just remembering my competition is out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everyone always wants to prove everyone wrong, but I kind of want to prove myself right instead. Like focus on me and like that.
That's a good approach, man, because worry about us.
Yeah.
And then you take that down to an incremental level or a granular level. It's worry about me, right?
Yeah.
You take care of you, and the other 10 guys have that same approach. Well, then guess what? Collectively, we put that together. That becomes your unit. And then all that together gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now it's us, right? And we kind of keep it insulated and worry about our job and do what we're supposed to do. And if everybody takes that same approach, man, that's when you get everybody pulling the rope in the same direction and you get good positive results, which you've been fortunate to be on some pretty good teams. And so I know your leadership on the defensive side has been a big part of elevating, them collectively and allowed for some really good things to happen. So that's been good.
And to even add to that is I feel like I've always been under recruited and underlooked or overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
So I always keep that in mind, even though you named off all of those accolades that mean nothing. It's like I just feel like I haven't proved anything yet. Like I still have a lot more to prove.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like that. I always feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I kind of strive for perfection.
Mm-hmm.
So like after the game, I'll kind of over critique myself, and that's where having my dad or like even good coaches at Basha helps, because they always kind of like remind me that it's like you're gonna miss tackles, you're gonna make mistakes, but I kind of always like to strive for perfection.
Yeah, I mean that's an internal motivator that will create for some great positive result. You know what I mean? And you're right, it is nice every once in a while to have somebody just say, you know what? And we do the same thing. We win by 40 and we're like, oh, we could have done this, and why did we do that? And I can't believe this happened, and how the heck did we let this get away from us? Da, 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 da. And then the next day, you're kind of like, did we just win by 40 against a really good football team? And here we are acting like the sky is falling. Like it's really not that serious. But that's a good indicator, though, that, man, good is the enemy of great. You don't want to be good. You're already good. You're great. You're approaching getting on a level that's, going to be thought of, looked at, and will hold, in the record books, if you will, for quite some time. And so that energy that you create in that self-inspection, right? What do they say? Inspect what you expect. And so that's what's causing you, I think, to go that direction and to stay, digging into the things that you can improve on.
Yeah.
How do you describe your team's culture?
Well, it obviously starts with Coach Mack and all of our good coaches that we have. It's like a brotherhood. I feel like we've gotten a lot better at that. Just like everyone has their cliques that, like there's certain groups in the team, but with this team, I feel like it's more special than that, and everyone just kind of clicks with each other. So I feel like it's a great culture.
You guys do a lot of stuff outside of football, outside of school together.
Yeah, we'll always do like team dinners and stuff, and it doesn't like we do like linebacker team dinners, but guys from offense will show up and Brody will show up and all those guys like
crash your party.
It's not even like a position meal together. It's just a team meal, whoever wants to come. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool. I like the team meals. They're good. They're good for bonding and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing a sport, but you're also networking, man.
Yeah.
And you've heard this 1,000 times, I know. You're going to look back in 10 years, and you're not going to care, or no one's going to remember who had 50 tackles that year.
Yeah.
No one gives a crap. You're going to think about the times you went and had dinner, the times you know, were grinding it out in the summer. It's 115, and you're ready to just say, "Man, I'm done with this." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're doing stuff together with guys that will ultimately become super, super close and tight for years to come.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get that anywhere else. I mean, you can kind of get that in a classroom, but I don't think it's the same
It's not.
as what you get in a sport, not necessarily football, but I mean, any sport. We took our group out to main event the other day.
Yeah.
Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever it was. And man, how fun was that? You know, because we drive a hard bargain. We expect a lot, and we're hard on these
Yeah.
guys, and you're dealing with it too. And there's expectations and standards and those kinds of things. But I got a nice reminder that we're still 17, or they're still 17-year-old young men, 16, 18, whatever the age is. Man, we had fun. We
Yeah.
just went bowling and laughed and carried on and ate pizza, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And so it's cool you guys get to include some of that too.
It's also good just to get away from football. Like, we're doing football 24/7, and it's like our life. But you know, there's still more to life than the sport you
That's
play.
for sure. So speaking of which, when you're not practicing, when you're not lifting, when you're not thinking about football, and you do want to kind of unwind, what do you find yourself doing? What do you like to do for fun?
Do a lot of fishing and just kind of spending time on my own. You know, play the guitar, so I do
Really?
a lot of that. That's kind of like another what's it called, like, exit for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just to like get away. And yeah, I like spending time by the water. I know there's not much here, but
Run up to the lake, go to the river,
yeah,
hang out wherever you can and wet a line and see what you can catch, right?
yeah,
Guitar, man, I didn't know that.
yeah.
That's hard, huh? That's a mental challenge.
Self-taught too, so
Really?
yeah.
What's
I can't read music or anything, but I can, if it says what chord to play, I know to do that.
Really?
So, yeah.
Are you like a YouTube certified guitar player?
YouTube certified.
Is that how it goes, or you just
Pretty much, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You can do anything on YouTube. I'm a YouTube certified mechanic,
Dude,
bro.
YouTube is a great place to go.
It is. It's an awesome tool, man.
Yeah.
That and Chat GPT, like everything's done for us nowadays.
Yeah.
We don't have to think anymore. It's like all right there.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fishing, hunting. Do you hunt a little bit?
Yeah.
Do you?
With roll off too.
Oh, okay.
A lot,
So another
yeah.
guy on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's also like a good way of bonding. I mean, me and him are already like bonded, but
Sure.
it's still a good way to just escape, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's important, man, because it can eat you up if you let it. You know, you got to have the whole work-life balance,
Yeah.
as they call it. I mean, you're not working.
Yeah.
But you are working, right? You're not getting paid for what you're doing, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
It's nice to have something outside of it, so it doesn't just feel like it's all the time, every day, just eating you alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you step into a leadership role? Like, even if you're not the oldest, because I feel like even like as a junior, there was upperclassmen last year, but you were obviously looked at as a leader and were counted on as a leader, not just by coaches and things, but your teammates as well. How do you step into that role?
I mean, you kind of just, to be honest, I'm not really like a super vocal leader. I mean, I think I'm better this year at that, but last year I would say I was I would just lead by example, you know. And if you're going to lead by example, just show out on Friday night. Like, that's how you can step in high school. And I don't know how college is. I don't know if it goes by upperclassmen or not, but yeah, I just like to lead by example, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it takes care of itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you say, hey, I'm the leader today, you know, or whatever. You just do your thing. And
obviously it comes more natural to some guys. For me, for it to come natural, it would just be playing on Friday nights and showing out. But yeah, as a senior and upperclassman, you're kind of expected to lead, especially at a big school like Basha. And we have a lot of leaders, so it makes it easier, I guess. But I just kind of focus on defense and what we need to do. Like, you know,
guys are playing at a high level, man. Yeah. What you're doing is working, right? Keep it up.
Yeah.
Even though we're already 3 games into it, what goals do you have set for yourself personally? Do you have a certain number of tackles? Do you have anything that you're trying to make sure or would like to accomplish before the season's over?
Well, I think statistically, I don't know if I'm going to be able to match what I did last year, just because of the amount of guys we have on our defense. Like, you got to realize our whole defense that's starting has offers, pretty much. I mean, besides Mark, and Mark's going to get offered soon. So
Sure.
I mean, win state. Let's just start there. But statistically, I don't know. I'm trying to just get like 10 sacks, 25 tackles for loss, a few interceptions. Like, I'm trying to focus on explosive plays, like, and just getting takeaways and turning the ball over, forced fumbles, stuff like that. But I don't feel like I need to set out goals, because the ultimate goal is just to win state. Like, we're gonna look back and we're gonna say we won state our senior year. I'm not gonna say, oh, I got 200 tackles.
So true.
Like, I'm gonna keep flying around to the ball and hopefully end up with around 200 tackles like I did last year. But yeah, I mean, some of our starters are getting taken out in the third quarter, fourth quarter, and it's a good thing, because other guys are getting to eat and stuff. So I love to see that. Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing. But statistically, I don't know. I'm gonna strive to match my stats last year, but we'll see.
Yeah, fly around, play hard, and the numbers are going to be what the numbers are going to be.
Yeah.
Whether you focus on them or you don't. You know what I mean?
I'm really just trying not to focus on them.
Yeah. And as a team, it's state or bust.
Yeah.
Is that where you're headed? Yeah. Is that where your mind is?
Yes, sir.
You know how it felt last year to not finish that job, right? And that's a tough one to handle. I know that's no fun.
Yeah.
Congrats on the University of New Mexico commitment, by the way.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about that. How was the recruiting process for you? What offers did you have, and what led you to say yes to the Lobos?
Recruiting process started off a little slower. My first offer was after the state championship game, actually, so a little bit of mixed feelings there. But I mean, it was still good, you know.
And who was that from?
NAU.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, and then after that, I thought it would kind of pick up more, but it took a little bit, and then I got offered by Army, and then Weber State, and then New Mexico offered me at an ASU camp, so live in person, and that was like a big thing for me, because I felt like I was getting under recruited just because my size is not the ideal linebacker size.
Yeah, you're not 6'2", 2 whatever the number needs to be. Yeah,
but New Mexico offered me on the spot without even measuring me or anything like that, and that was a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. They just saw me play ball, and I mean, it wasn't even with pads on either. So, I mean, that's when my game really takes place, is with pads on. But
sure,
yeah. And then they took me on an official offer, paid for everything, and kind of just treated me like royalty. And I was like, whoa, I've never been treated like that before. So
sure.
And the coaching staff is great. Another ex-NFL linebacker that I'm going to have as my coach, so that's good. And Jason Eck is turning the program around, so all of them kind of followed him from Idaho, and that was a big thing for me too, is like loyalty. I don't just want to go and just get out of there right away, you know. I want to just stick with the pack and just go from there, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's good. I mean, they came on. I like the fact that it wasn't we feel like we should offer you too because everybody else is type of offer, right? Yeah. They're standing there. They saw you move. They saw your energy, your effort, your attitude, all those things that are important, right? And so I think that's going to play out well for you too. Plus, it's not super far from home.
Yeah.
That's in Albuquerque?
Yeah, Albuquerque.
It's okay.
So it's about a 6-hour drive. It's pretty.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's pretty close. It's close enough.
Yeah.
For my family.
If on a weekend you want to buzz home or your folks want to come up and watch a game and not fly that week or whatever it is, shoot, it takes 6 hours to get to San Diego.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you just go in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
That's exciting, man. Do they feel like you'll be able to contribute early? A guy that can get on the field soon as a true freshman, or have you gotten that far yet? I know that's a long ways away, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud.
Well, they haven't really said anything about that, but obviously I'm going to go and try to play as early as I can.
Sure.
I think it would be a good fit for me. Jason X Kidd is Jackson Eck. He's their starting Mike, so he's kind of like, I feel like his game kind of resonates with me, so he'll be able to teach me a lot. But I think I can get on the field in one
I
or
would
2
think
years.
so. Yeah, it wouldn't take long, I'm sure, once you get up there and show them what you're about.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it was there's a few senior linebackers, but I think I'm gonna have a good shot, like with like, because there's not gonna be too many upperclassmen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so when I go in, I'll be able to get on special teams at least or something
Absolutely.
like that. You know?
Yeah. I don't want to fast forward the tape. I'm just kind of thinking out loud on
No,
what
yeah,
that might look
yeah.
like for you. So are you going to be an early grad, December
No.
grad, or are you going to push it out, or not push it out, but finish it at
Yeah,
traditional time?
I'm just finishing it.
And then they'll want you up there, what, July? Probably?
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Good. That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
Dude, one more bash of bear heading to college, you know, getting it all paid for. And I know you're going to go up there and tear it up and have a good season once everything kind of gets grooved in, you know, with those guys, right? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, man? So you got this year, you got 4 years of college, you graduate University of New Mexico as a leading tackler in University of New Mexico history. What happens after that? Any aspirations or goals, anything that you can think of that you might want to get into as soon as you get done with school?
Well, hopefully being able to get drafted, obviously. But other than that, I mean, just kind of starting my life, I guess, like in the real world. I'm trying to do like something like welding or like mechanics or something like that. So maybe after college, I'll go to like trade school or like apprentice somewhere. You know, because I don't know if college can really give you that. What I'm looking for. I mean,
yeah.
What
do you plan on studying in New Mexico?
I wouldn't be going to college if it weren't for football, so I'd probably be going to trade school or something. But I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of like construction management, something like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Learn how to kind of run the business and then learn how to do the business afterwards in a trade, and then you'll be rocking and rolling. That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're not rat holing yourself in a spot. And I think trades right now, man, are killing it, because there's just not a lot of people out there that want to work like that as much. I think, I don't know. I could be wrong, but HVAC, plumbing, framing, electrician, welding, all those kinds of things. I mean, there's some things that a computer or AI can't take over.
And that's exactly what I was like thinking about. I'm like, I want to do something with my hands, and someone's always going to want a human to do it. Like, we're not just going to want just robots to do it. Some people don't trust robots. I personally don't. I don't know how it's going to be in a few years.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. There's some things that, that's what our country was built on, dude. Think about it. Yeah. Technology is extremely important. It's big time in what we're doing, and it's growing even more, and it's always going to be there and that kind of thing. But, I think the ability to, like you said, work with your hands is getting to it's almost like it's become so lessened now you can almost control your own destiny as far as what you're willing to charge. You know what I mean? Like, there's so few people, I feel like, that are in that realm or that world or that industry or those industries that they're making good money, dude. Yeah. Huge money right now. Good. That's exciting. What's your favorite NFL team?
Cardinals.
What's your favorite NFL player?
I like Roquan Smith. Fred Warner is a dog too. I like watching the linebackers and just seeing how their experience kind of outshines everyone. Fred Warner's he's up there. Yeah, he's a dude. Roquan Smith, I like him a lot because he's not the ideal size or anything and stuff like that. Are you talking current or like all time?
Just whatever, man. Your favorite NFL player of all time. Let's go all time with it.
Dude, I grew up watching, or not grew up, but like grew up watching like the Boz documentaries and stuff like that, like Bosworth, Zach Thomas. I like Marshawn Lynch a lot. I used to play running back, so I kind of liked. It's kind of like the polar opposites, like running back's the opposite of the linebacker on the defense. But yeah, Pat Tillman.
But if you're a running back with a linebacker mentality like Marshawn Lynch, that's a good combination.
Yeah.
That dude liked it physical, man. The grittier, the better,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of how you play. And
Yeah, the Bosworth probably for sure because, I mean, he wears 44. That's kind of like how I got my number 44.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's always been like my
Sweet
football number. So, yeah.
Yeah, Boz was a dude, man.
Yeah.
He was a nut.
Yeah.
I mean, just his game didn't translate in the NFL as well as he probably would have liked for it to. And the career was shorter than I think most people expected. But, dude, in college, he was something else now.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly too.
Yeah.
I like how he just kind of like he's like the mental side of the game too. Obviously, he's a dog physically, but like he's just so smart, dude. Like I want to just be able to be the smartest guy on the field, you know, like call out plays before they happen, stuff like that. Like I love that part of the game too. Like I love being able to be physical, but also just like the smart side of the game. I feel like people forget how smart you have to be to play the game.
Yeah,
and that
man.
helps a lot.
A lot going on right there.
Yeah.
A lot you got to know, and you got to know it quick.
Yeah.
Right? And if you're that much further ahead, I've seen those videos of Luke. He's calling out what's coming next. And sure enough, guess what? That play happens. You know what I mean? Like he's watched so much film and studied so much that, I mean, it just gives you an advantage, gives you an edge. I mean, if you can be there before they are because you know what's coming just like they do, golly, think about that. And then you mix in the toughness and the physical side of your play. Bro, that makes the complete linebacker, you know?
Yes, sir.
What advice would you give to younger players that are just getting started? Things that you know now that you kind of wish you knew then.
Just persevere through whatever the metrics say, whatever all that bullcrap says. It doesn't matter if you just play violently and how the game's supposed to be played.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when I was playing baseball and football, I was thinking about my recruitment, like in the future, obviously, and thinking about how I probably have a better chance of getting recruited for baseball because I'm playing linebacker, I'm not the ideal size, whatever. And that's like a big part. Like I would say, don't get discouraged. You know, like don't care what anyone says either. You know, you just gotta be you, man.
Mm-hmm. Can't let the setbacks define you, huh?
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be somebody that doesn't think you're as good as you should be, or you're doing what you should be doing, or
And I would also say just keep to yourself. Like I feel like there's a lot of people. I mean, I know it's personality mainly, but like there's a lot of people that just kind of want it to be all about them. But if you want it to be all about you, don't play football. It's a team sport. It's supposed to be played that way. Everyone has a job to do. You can't do anything without the guy next to you. You know, like I would say, just be humble and just keep your head down.
Love that. Yeah, a great way to say it. If you want it to be about you, don't play football. Go wrestle.
Yeah.
Or go play tennis, right? Or dive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or swim, right? I mean, those are kind of team sports, but not really. You know. Speaking of wrestling, you'd be a good wrestler.
I was thinking about
it. Did you ever wrestle?
No, I never did.
No?
I did like jiu-jitsu for a little bit, but
did you?
That's it, yeah.
That's good, man. You got a little bit of a base just in case you need it. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
What do you want your legacy to look like at your high school at Vasha? 5 years down the road, your name pops up. What do you want people to say?
All good things, hopefully.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't know, when like Damon left, like we still talk about Damon and like Miles and all those guys, like Jack and them, like they were mentors for us. So I just hope like they look back and say he was like a good mentor to me, and he kind of influenced me on how I play the game, how I hold myself accountable, and you know, stuff like that. I just want to be remembered in a good way.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, and I'm sure you continue to operate the way that you are. That's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, I don't foresee that being a stumbling block. Last one I got for you, man. Any shout outs you want to give teammates, coaches, family, anything like that before we sign off?
I just shout out my teammates, all of them, all my coaches too, Coach Mac, you.
Cool. Family?
My pops.
What up, Pops?
What up?
Cool.
My mama.
That's good. What's up, Moms?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, again, I appreciate you coming. I wish you an awesome rest of your Sunday, and we'll be back at it again tomorrow, getting this thing going for the next opponent that we have. But other than that, you don't have any other shout outs? I don't have any other questions. I think we're all good, man. I appreciate you coming in. Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right, man. You got it. I should turn that off right there.
I didn't know you were at Chandler.